Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this video is going to be covering the fact that 2X Ancients will be starting in a couple days on Thursday, and then I will use this opportunity to get you caught up on everything you need to know to prepare for that and everything going on in game right now. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so first of all, let's dive into the big news, which is in 2 days on Thursday, we are getting word behind the scenes that they will be launching a 2X summoning rates event for epics and legendaries on the blue ancient shards right here. Now, first things first, do not take this video as the event going live. You're going to want to wait until the portal aesthetic changes. It'll probably have some blue shooting beam to the sky to show you that the blue ancient shards are boosted. And you also want to go in and click on the eye and make sure that you see under ancient shards the epic is 16% and the legendary is 1%. Now, I would say 2X Ancients is probably the most exciting time in the raid community in terms of how many shards the community in general is pulling. And I know that I do a live stream where I'm pulling ancient shards for viewers, and it's basically non-stop pulling 50, 100, 200 shards for a bunch of different people, and it's a good time to see a bunch of people get new epics and new legendaries to toy around with and play around with and help progress their account. So yeah, I have a link to my stream down in the video description and a pinned comment. So it'd be fun if you stop by and pull some shards. We do viewer summons, and then I pull on my main account, and it's a good time to see what champions people are getting and kind of react with each other live in chat. So I hope to see you there. And now let's dive into how to properly prepare for a 2X summoning event. So one thing that people forget to do is to properly prepare their account in terms of food and how many rares you're going to be summoning so that you're not having to crunch rares. So when we look at the summoning rates, there is an 83% chance that we're going to be summoning a rare champion, because this is going to be 16% plus 1, which is 17%, and then the remaining 83 is our odds to get a rare champion. So I would take 155 ancient shards, and then 83% of that is 128 or 129, somewhere in there. So I need to be prepared for pulling that many 3-star champions. Now, it depends on your stage of the game. If you're a new player, you'll probably keep most of those. If you're mid-game or end-game, you'll probably be sacrificing most of those to rank up 3 stars and continue to move on to your champions. So, given the fact that I'll be pulling about 128 rares, so given the fact that I'm going to be pulling about 128 to 130 rares, I need to divide that number by 3 and ideally have that many 3 stars ready to go in terms of being level 30 and ready to crunch those 3-star rares and rank up. So I'm going to want about 40 3 stars maxed out so that I'm prepared to efficiently crunch those rares and level up my champions, and maybe even have some 4 stars available to crunch those subsequent 4 stars that are going to come from that. So you're going to want to take a look at the numbers and really level up some champions to level 30 and be prepared, because I see it all the time when I'm doing viewer summons. Someone will have 200 ancient shards. They'll only have room to pull 120, and then they're saying, oh, just crunch the remaining and make space. So then I'm sitting here using 3-star champions as XP so that I can keep summoning. So you're going to want to take note of that and get some champions to level 30 to prepare for the mass influx of 3-star champions you are going to get on your account. So yeah, I hope all of you get champions that you're excited to build up. And I know for me personally, the top 3 champions on my list for this event would be Duchess, Mashaled, and Vizier. That would be my top 3 in terms of legendaries that would really help me do some fun things in my account. I haven't gotten any of those yet, and especially with 3v3 Arena, I know getting a Duchess would be a huge pull for me. And then Mashaled and Vizier are also a lot of fun to experiment with different builds in different areas. So I'm hoping for one of those 3 this event, and let me know down in the comments who you're looking for, and I hope to see you on stream when we're pulling a bunch of shards this Thursday and Friday. So now that covers 2X Ancients launching in a couple days, let's dive into some other things going on in game right now that we maybe haven't talked about for the last couple days. The Fragment Summoning is a cool addition to the game, and I already summoned the Horde in here. It's basically a free Horde is the way it was structured. So it was kind of like a daily login reward. As long as you're logging in and actively doing stuff, you can see here it only took 10 points to, well, not even, it took 9 points to get up to the Horde and to summon. So I think the way they were doing this was this was just kind of a test run. They were throwing out a champion that isn't very game changing. I mean, he's an average epic, and he can do decent in certain areas of the game if you build him right, but definitely not a game-changing god tier epic or anything. I think they were just using this as an opportunity to test and make sure the fragment summonings were going to launch okay, and we'll probably see them do different events that are much tougher to complete for better champions. I'm hoping they use that as an opportunity to give people a chance to get those champions like Skull Crusher, where you need counterattack for your account, and get some cool epics and cool legendaries, because the fragment summoning is a good addition to the game if they actually implement it in a fun way where we can acquire champions during events and get them in a guaranteed fashion if you're willing to put in the work. There is also a Dungeon Divers event going on right now, and with 2x Ancients coming, you may want to at least get up to 3k and get that Ancient, because you're going to want that for during the 2x Ancients. So within the next 3 or 4 days, you're going to probably want to try to get up to this Ancient Shard, at least in the Dungeon Divers. That'll definitely be worth it with Ancient Shards being boosted. And then for tournaments, there is currently a Classic Arena Takedown and a Dragon Tournament. Now, the Classic Arena Takedown will probably be a little bit tougher to compete in than normal, because there was a pretty good offer in the shop that sold a bunch of refills. So just be prepared that if you're trying to finish high, like in the top 5 of your Classic Arena Takedown group, it may be a little bit tougher than normal, because some of those people up at the top may have bought that $20 offer, I think it was, that had a bunch of arena refills. So just be wary that it may be tougher to win than normal. And then for the Dragon Tournament, I've seen a lot of people having a really negative sentiment about the rewards in the Dragon tournaments, and that is because the Dragon is thought of to be the best dungeon to grind because of it dropping speed, lifesteal, accuracy, a lot of very viable sets, and especially speed being probably the best and most valuable set in the game. Plarium knows that they don't need to put good rewards here to incentivize people to go after it. You can see here that even with the crap rewards on the right, the top reward being a 4-star chicken, my group is extremely active. It's way more active than the Golem tournament was, even though the rewards on the right are trash. So in terms of getting Relentless gear on Dragon tournaments, it's very tough. So I typically wait until the last day, and I mean, if these people are up at 8,000 or 9,000, I just let it go, and you don't even really have to worry about the guaranteed rewards on the right. I usually only recommend making sure you get the 2750 and max out the event if there is a book up for grabs, or maybe if there was an Ancient Shard somewhere in here for the 2x Ancient event, I would definitely recommend going after that. But in terms of this tournament here, it's probably going to be tough to win, and the rewards on the right aren't that good, so I probably wouldn't go after the Dragon unless you're really trying to do it anyway. Like if you're endgame and you need to grind the Dragon anyway, then why not do it now? But if you're not in a situation like that, it's probably a tournament that you can just let go. And now I want to take time to go over the offers in game and get you caught up on exactly what things are looking like here. So let's start over here. We've got the Great Deal Mix Pack. Let's plug this in for 40. We've got 120 brews, I think that is. All right, 120. And then we've got 1 million silver. Then we've got the 4-star chicken and the 5-star chicken. And that is going to do it. I think I got that right. Yeah, the 60, 120 brews, 1 million, and 4 and 5. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately that one grades out as a 0.95. So definitely one that I would recommend staying away from. Being under 1, that's one of the worst limited special offers that I've seen in a while. So yeah, I'm like blanking. Did I plug this in wrong? A 0.95? But 4, 5, 120, and 1 million. Yeah, okay, so unfortunately one of the worst ones I've seen come through for a while, and I would definitely spend your 40 somewhere else, especially with 2x Ancients coming out. You may want to be diligent about your spending for the next 2 days or so to wait and see what kind of offers we will get for blue shards. The gem pack here, let's plug this in, 100, and let's clear this, 5,500 gems. A 1.38. So also, again, one that I would recommend holding off on. The mini mix pack, we don't go over that. The classic arena refill, you can see that I did buy this one. There was a $20 arena refill pack, and it was actually really good even without the refills. Like just the gems and silver, it graded out pretty well. So that was one that I did scoop up. I didn't have a video on it, but I did go over it live on stream, and it was a pretty good offer, so I did scoop that one up. But yeah, I don't see anything else today coming through, and remember to be a little bit careful about your spending to make sure you're in an opportunity to scoop up a good blue shard offer during 2x Ancients. And before I let you go, there is one thing I want to touch on quickly, and that is if we go to the shop and we go to the gem shop, the big shard pack here for 900 gems, this is typically one of the best spots in the game to spend your gems during a 2x Ancient event. I know for me, I spend usually about 33% of the gems I have going after those champions and getting those legendaries. So if I've got 40,000 gems, I'll typically spend somewhere 10 to 15,000 gems going after a bunch of ancient shards. So if you have 2,000 gems, it's probably worth scooping up one of these offers to get after those 2x Ancients. If you've got 10,000 gems, it's probably worth it to spend like 2 or 3K and try to give yourself the best opportunity to get those epics and legendaries that you want to progress your account. In terms of offers that are in the shop consistently, this is one of the best areas of the game to spend your gems on during a 2x Ancient event. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Just wanted to do something really quick to let you guys know about the 2x Ancients coming on Thursday. That will launch here in a couple days. And I hope to see you on stream summoning shards with all of us. It's going to be a good time pulling a bunch of ancient shards and seeing what champions we can get as a community. So as always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.